Earth, a tiny speck insignificant in the universe. If all planets in the universe were compared to grains of sand, Earth wouldn't even be considered a grain. But marvelously, on this small blue dot, life has emerged and persisted for over 4 billion years. Since the inception of life, humans have also come into existence, and human civilization has evolved from there, by studying the radiation of the cosmic microwave background. The age of the universe is estimated to be 13.8 billion years, with an uncertainty of no more than 20 million years. From this perspective, humans appear minuscule. However, take heart, for we are also a civilization within it. In its 13.8 billion years, the universe is likely to have given birth to countless civilizations, as well as destroyed many. And human civilization only accounts for 0.0015% of the universe's age. If other extraterrestrial civilizations exist, then in the remaining 99.9985%, how many would have been created? If a civilization lasts for 100 million, even a billion years, what would they look like, and have they developed or not? These are indeed questions that make us ponder, and we truly need answers to prove that we are not alone. In 1964, a former Soviet astrophysicist named Nikolai Kardashev proposed a hypothesis that some civilizations in the universe could precede us by millions or billions of years. He devised a system for classifying civilizations as a whole. These civilizations primarily depend on two factors: energy and technology. Energy is a prerequisite for scientific and technological advancement. The more energy a civilization generates, the more advanced their technology becomes. All civilizations require energy to develop, and their energy consumption can be used to hypothesize and measure the potential level of civilization. This is called the Kardashev scale. Initially, Kardashev defined civilizations up to level 3, but subsequent researchers have expanded it to level 7. A Type 0 civilization utilizes the natural resources of the planet, such as plants, coal, and oil for energy. The hallmark of this civilization is that all rockets depend on chemical fuel propulsion. The developmental stage of this civilization is equivalent to infancy and early childhood, where they can only crawl, not yet stand and walk. It is a civilization confined to its home planet. Unfortunately, humanity is currently at a Type 0 civilization. Kardashev proposed numerical values to indicate how much energy a civilization produces per second. According to him, a Type 1 civilization needs to generate approximately 10 to the power of 16 watts of energy per second. The renowned astrophysicist Carl Sagan suggested using logarithms to create a formula for calculating the level of a civilization. In this formula, K stands for the Kardashev index, and W represents the energy used by this civilization, measured in watts. He calculated the level of human civilization as follows: around 0.7 in 1973, because humanity used 10 terawatts of electricity in 1973, and the most recent data in 2015 showed a total global energy consumption of 550 exajoules, equivalent to 17.54 terawatts. He then plugged it into this formula to calculate, resulting in a value of 0.72. Therefore, humanity today is at a Type 0.72 civilization. Total energy consumption at level 0.1 will be 10 times the previous level, so progressing from 0.72 to 1 remains quite challenging. Theoretical physicist Michio Kaku believes that it will take 100 to 200 years for humanity to reach a Type 1 civilization. However, Achieving a Type 1 civilization solely relying on the natural resources of Earth is both impossible and ill-advised because these resources will inevitably be depleted one day. At that point, Earth will resemble Mars. To address this issue, he has proposed two solutions. The first is to harness nuclear energy more efficiently. For instance, nuclear fusion technology, which can be controlled, was once widely speculated. However, just because humans can manufacture nuclear weapons does not mean they can convert them into energy. Current nuclear power plants are rudimentary nuclear fission technologies. To utilize nuclear fusion reactions and generate energy requires a significant leap forward. However, humans have yet to truly master nuclear fusion technology on this planet and convert it into clean energy. By harnessing this energy source, humanity moves closer to a Type 1 civilization. The second solution is to better harness solar energy. Solar energy is the result of nuclear fusion reactions occurring continuously within or on the surface of the Sun. Although only a fraction, about 2.2 billionths, of its total radiated energy enters Earth's atmosphere, the total energy the Sun releases to Earth every second is equivalent to 35,000 times the total annual energy consumption worldwide. However, directly converting solar heat into electricity and photovoltaics poses a significant challenge. Additionally, there are difficulties in collecting and storing this energy source. If the aforementioned challenges are overcome and the utilization of solar energy is increased, it will be the key to leapfrogging towards a Type 1 civilization. A Type 1 civilization is a civilization that can harness and store all available energy sources on the planet, including wind, hydroelectric, solar energy, and other available energy sources. Of course, this does not deplete all of the planet's resources. Instead, it utilizes the energy value that every resource on the planet can achieve. But can it generate 10 to the power of 16 watts of energy in total? When reaching this level of civilization, we can utilize all the resources available on the planet and efficiently exploit the world's output. After much theorizing, to achieve a Type 1 civilization, we need to consider the following. Firstly, mastering controlled nuclear fusion technology is essential. Secondly, efficient use of solar, wind, geothermal, and clean energy, such as tidal energy, and popularizing these energy technologies. Once a Type 1 civilization is achieved, we can freely move in the deep sea, within the Earth's core, as well as low Earth orbit. Additionally, we can control geological, atmospheric, oceanic, biospheric, and other natural processes. However, expanding understanding of microeconomics is necessary to progress further. A Type 1 civilization does not require fossil fuels because they are limited and unsustainable. Instead, natural processes on the planet, such as solar radiation, wind, and tides, particularly solar energy, are harnessed. For example, the concept of space-based solar power, SBSP, proposed by NASA involves placing giant solar panels in Earth's orbit, which wouldn't be affected by atmospheric diffusion when positioned there. Therefore, doubling the efficiency of use, unaffected by night, the remaining challenge lies in how to efficiently convert solar energy into electricity. At that point, harnessing energy would be as easy as obtaining oxygen. Civilian rockets of Type 1 civilization will no longer rely on chemical fuel because chemical fuel rockets are limited by their speed, unable to surpass even Type 3 space speeds, which means they cannot escape the solar system. Therefore, a Type 1 civilization will replace them with lithium-ion propulsion systems, alongside photon rocket engines. This allows us to easily exceed Type 3 space speeds, but energy harvesting only represents up to a Type 1 civilization. At this point, civilization has evolved into a global entity. Indeed, The world will adopt a common language, promoted as an official global language, with the mother tongue becoming a dialect. Currently, English seems most feasible. However, this change also depends on the development and transformation of global structures in the future. Given these conditions, we also need a common currency, and cryptocurrency is an effort in this regard. Even more impressively, a Type 1 civilization can also control the planet's weather. Concerns about global warming and rising sea levels will no longer be an issue when weather control is achieved. This will help us avoid the risk of entering the next ice age. Of course, with weather control, we can also establish precise weather patterns, and weather forecasting programs will no longer be inaccurate. Alongside this control, the world will better regulate rainfall, bringing more rain to arid regions and less to humid ones. Year-round weather forecasts may be issued in the future. You can make various plans for the coming year, including shopping for clothes, traveling, visiting neighbors, and so on. Humanity establishing a Type 1 civilization can control the output, energy of the entire planet, such as rivers, land, organisms, and oceans. They can even control the movement of matter within the Earth's crust. Humans will be cured of most diseases, and lifespan will be further improved, reaching the natural limit of about 150 years. Humans will then inhabit the skies, underwater, underground, and build various habitats. Humans will also travel throughout the solar system and across planets. At that point, we will terraform the Moon, Mars, and Venus, turning them into habitable planets similar to Earth. At this stage, humans will officially make contact with extraterrestrial civilizations. All extraterrestrial civilizations visiting Earth will do so openly and establish initial diplomatic relations with us. Then, we will begin to understand that there are opposing factions of extraterrestrial civilizations in the universe. Based on the fear of these hostile civilizations, we will further develop militarily and use more advanced detectors to detect and eliminate enemies. Theoretical physicist Michio Kaku estimates that it will take another 3,000 years for humanity to reach the full technological level of a Type 1 civilization. So what about a Type 2 civilization? At this level of civilization, we can control the total energy of stars. The closest example is our control over the Sun. You may not know, but stars are the largest source of energy in the galaxy. And when a planet with a Type 1 civilization wants to advance to Type 2 by only exploiting moons, Mars, and Venus, it cannot meet the requirements for this advancement. The prerequisite is how to harness the necessary energy sources for the progress of civilization. Then, stars will become the energy source for the next step. In 1959, the renowned American theoretical physicist Freeman Dyson, who once was an assistant to Albert Einstein, believed that the energy needs of any developing technological civilization were steadily increasing and would inevitably require additional energy at some point. This is when the full energy output of the parent star needs to be utilized. He proposed that at this point, a system capable of controlling and harnessing a large amount of energy emitted by the parent star needs to be established. From this hypothesis, the term Dyson sphere was coined. A Dyson sphere involves using giant artificial structures that completely enclose a star and collect most or all of the energy emitted by it. It is estimated that such a structure would have a diameter exceeding 200 million kilometers. Dyson believed that such structures could exist in the universe for a long time and meet the energy needs of an increasingly energy-consuming civilization. However, there are contrasting views that this concept is truly illogical because building such a megastructure would require an enormous amount of materials. Even using all the material in the solar system wouldn't suffice to construct a Dyson sphere. Why is it said to be impossible? Because this Dyson sphere would have to be larger than the Sun, which accounts for 99.86% of the mass of the entire solar system. Furthermore, with the enormous gravitational force of the parent star, The spherical structure of this technology is impractical. So, is there any way to address this issue? To solve the problem of the Dyson sphere, we have three most reasonable options. The first is the Dyson ring. This option utilizes a series of star clusters arranged in a circle with an orbit radius of an astronomical unit. The length is approximately the distance between the Sun and the Earth, about 150 million kilometers. The core of the distributed receiver revolves around a circular groove with a 3-degree tilt angle. Such a structure could harness 1% of the star's energy. You might think this percentage is too small, but it's actually quite remarkable. The second solution is called the Dyson swarm, consisting of a large number of independent structures orbiting a star. All these independent structures are intelligent artificial robots. They serve both as solar energy harvesters and as small cities, providing a perfect living environment while having an almost endless energy source. The third solution is called the Dyson bubble. This solution doesn't use orbital methods but relies on enormous light pressure, from which we create solar sails to counteract its own gravitational force. There are still many practical issues with this method, but for a level 2 civilization, we have the potential to make it work. In theory, if built and deployed around a star with a sufficient number of sail-winged satellites, a Dyson bubble could be formed. This structure has the advantage of withstanding great pressure without necessarily requiring a supermassive mass as demanded by the Dyson sphere. Moreover, it can absorb most of the energy from the parent star. However, the drawback is that the Dyson bubble's fixed shell with uniform optical properties and temperature may be detectable by other extraterrestrial civilizations. In 2009, the Kepler Space Telescope was launched with the purpose of searching for extraterrestrial life. This telescope was designed to observe the Cygnus and Lyra constellations, accurately monitoring the brightness of over 150,000 stars. In September 2015, a star with the designation KIC 846-2852 was discovered. Located 1,400 light-years away from Earth, an anomaly has been discovered. After a prolonged observation period, astronomers noticed some unexplainable phenomena. American astronomer Tabitha Boyajian analyzed the issue and published a detailed research paper on it, dubbing this star Tabby's star. The images displayed in the video show that when a regular planet passes in front of a star, the star's brightness decreases. A smoothly decreasing and symmetrical curve appears on the light curve. When a planet passes in front of a star, the star's brightness decreases by a certain percentage. Giant planets like Jupiter passing in front of the Sun would only decrease the Sun's brightness by 1%. However, Tabby's star, upon first observation, exhibited a brightness decrease of up to 15%. Upon the second observation, the brightness decreased by 22%. There seems to be something very large obscuring the light of Tabby's star. When scientists observed it for the third time, they speculated that there is a planet with a radius 5 times that of Jupiter existing there. However, this still doesn't explain why the brightness of this star continuously changes like this, and no planet in this state has been observed in the universe so far. Therefore, this raises the possibility of the existence of a Dyson sphere. As we can see, if the brightness of Tabby's star is blocked by 22%, what could that be? This detail bears a striking resemblance to the science fiction film Arrival, where a colossal machine caused this phenomenon. The inconsistent changes in Tabby's star brightness suggest the possibility of a massive object capable of altering its position at will and adjusting various energy levels. Do you think this could be the Dyson sphere? If indeed this is a Dyson sphere, then in the Cygnus constellation, there must be a Type II civilization, predating humanity by at least 100,000 years. Once humanity reaches Type II civilization, the entire Earth will gradually unify into one entity, with no more national or regional boundaries. The concept of race is also fading away. At this point, there is only one race known as Earthlings. Michio Kaku believes that humanity will reach Type 2 civilization within 100,000 to 1 million years. Type 3 civilization is a galactic civilization that can control the energy development of the entire galaxy. Type 3 citizens can use technology similar to Type 2 citizens, but this civilization can take technology to the stars and expand across galaxies. Meanwhile, at the center of each galaxy, there will be a supermassive black hole, and galaxies may be orbiting around this black hole. Therefore, this supermassive black hole will also become an energy source for Type 3 civilizations. Then, if the other end of the black hole is a white hole, according to theory, Type 3 civilization can also use and collect matter pushed out to provide a large amount of energy, and Type 3 civilization may have mastered it. They also have anti-gravity propulsion, quantum propulsion, and interstellar propulsion. Things we are currently only imagining. Space leaps have been achieved, and intergalactic travel has become feasible. In addition, this civilization has completely cured all diseases and seeks ways to sustain eternal life in many ways, such as consciousness transfer, biotransformation, memory storage, infinite lifespan. But death is still unavoidable at this stage. For example, memory backups may be destroyed. Type 3 civilization has the ability to build various types of networks between stars and perform space leaps. This civilization also begins to explore the existence of other civilizations in this galaxy. However, due to the expansion of the galaxy, conflicts with other civilizations are inevitable. War among the stars will be inevitable. Civilizations of this level will join the Galactic Federation and become part of this mighty union. At that point, everything will have to comply with regulations. For example, proactive contact with planets still at level 0 civilization will be prohibited, and they can only be observed under certain conditions. Conservation zones will then be established for each level 0 civilization in the galaxy. Level 3 civilizations also have a responsibility to protect civilizations in these areas. Level 3 civilizations have also reached the point that Kardashev believed was the limit. He thought that civilizations could not progress beyond level 3. But the truth is not so. Civilizations continue to evolve, so what will civilizations beyond level 3 be like? What Kardashev thought was impossible has happened. We have surpassed level 3. The foundation of this evolution is energy technology. This is the basic principle that provides insight into higher level civilizations. A level 4 civilization is a universal civilization. At this stage, our footprint has spread throughout the universe. Harvesting energy from stars in different galaxies no longer satisfies us. Roaming the galaxies with spacecraft, they seek out larger energy sources. They discover neutron stars. These are remnants of supernova explosions, when giant stars die after depleting their fuel. In the core, imagine this. A neutron star is the shrunken core of a supergiant star, with a total mass 10 to 25 times that of the Sun but compressed to the size of Mount Everest's peak when squeezed into a glass sphere. Or compressing Earth into a sphere with a diameter of 22 meters. If a human stood on a neutron star, tidal forces would immediately compress the human body into a particle, and when the neutron star reaches its limit, do you know what will happen? A supernova explosion releases energy instantaneously. The brightest stars we see in the night sky may be remnants of a supernova explosion billions of years ago. So how bright is a supernova explosion? Scientists have estimated that if a supernova explosion occurred at the location of the Sun, the energy received when measured at the Earth's orbit would be. So the brightness of this explosion is 9 times that of a hydrogen bomb explosion. The extremely high brightness indicates that a tremendous amount of energy was generated at that moment, and a level 4 civilization harnesses the energy from these supernova explosions. Harvesting energy from these explosions is much more energy efficient than the effort of seeking out the largest stars in the galaxy. However, each galaxy only experiences from 3 to 5 supernova explosions every 100 years. Therefore, to fully harness the energy, it is necessary to predict and swiftly install receivers at these stars about to explode, and a level 4 civilization addresses energy issues in this way. The difference between a level 4 civilization and a level 3 civilization is that a level 3 civilization can create artificial black holes. However, these black holes are very small and immediately evaporate because they do not have a sufficiently large energy source to sustain their activity. But a level 4 civilization has found a sufficiently large energy source to create and maintain artificial black holes. These black holes serve as a transportation corridor to move to every corner of the universe. They must utilize powerful entities in the universe, such as the enormous gravitational fields created by black holes, to jump into space, utilizing the natural gravitational fields in these universes to set jump coordinates, like fixed train stations or airports. Not stopping there, level 4 civilizations have gone beyond research on neutron stars. They have found a peculiar type of material inside, a material with negative pressure. Try to imagine if you try to inflate a balloon with this substance. Instead of bursting, the balloon will shrink. It is a perfect substance for creating natural propulsion. This type of material can absorb a large amount of energy from supernova explosions, so it is used to sustain artificial black holes that a level 4 civilization has controlled most of the energy of the stars in the universe. With the technology mentioned above, a level 4 civilization has reached the edge of the universe, where it seemed impossible due to its infinite expansion capability. There, they will see a massive disc-shaped mass with a diameter of 93 billion light-years. That is our universe. They are excited to cross the border and continue to go to the other side of the universe to see what we consider impossible. There we will see the expansion of the universe, and we will know that the universe is an endlessly expanding space in a spherical loop with infinite loops. But the quantum leap still cannot escape this universe. A level 4 civilization once felt empty and lonely because technological development seemed to have come to an end. Therefore, most level 4 civilizations at this stage gradually become a declining civilization. They began to expand territory and engage in endless wars, even using advanced weapons to destroy lower-level civilizations. Gradually, most level 4 civilizations will eventually disappear. Only a few civilizations can overcome their limits and reach level 5 civilizations. Level 5 civilization is a multidimensional space-transforming civilization, a transcendent civilization that transcends the limits of time and space, combining artificial intelligence with their own civilization. Level 5 civilization has been raised to a new spiritual height. The consciousness of all other civilizations is uploaded to create a vast consciousness network. This consciousness network is created by quantum supercomputers and super artificial intelligence, combined with 100% consciousness. Everyone can learn and share everything on this network. They contribute to the development of super artificial intelligence. There, independent consciousnesses in the universe will collide with each other and immediately learn knowledge from each other, thereby generating a vast amount of knowledge as this cognitive network continues to grow. Level 5 civilizations have reached the limit that material civilizations can develop. A supernova explosion at this energy level can no longer meet their needs. They switch to a larger energy source, with the continuous upgrade of the quantum network. Level 5 civilizations can compress many stars into one by controlling the decay of stars. They can compress many stars, even shrink their size to create a new superweapon with the ability to destroy an entire civilization. This weapon is similar to nuclear weapons in our Level 0 civilization. Enhancing the spirituality of Level 5 civilizations also enables them to achieve the highest level of morality. War never occurs at this level. Level 5 civilizations can control the collapse of stars, meaning any star can be compressed into a neutron star, so that every time a supernova explosion occurs, atoms are forced to combine into new elements. A lot of gold, silver, and platinum will be produced. The jewelry made of gold you are wearing now was created by a supernova explosion billions of years ago because supernova explosions are extremely rare. Therefore, in civilizations from level 0 to 4, gold is one of the rarest materials in the universe. However, in level 5 civilizations, supernova explosions can occur at any time, meaning that gold has become a very common metal. Level 5 civilizations can use gold as a common building material instead of iron. This material makes construction projects brilliant and extremely beautiful. To expand the development space of a level 5 civilization, they begin to merge neutron stars and black holes. Black holes are actually very common celestial objects in the universe. A galaxy has more than 100 million black holes, but naturally occurring neutron stars are very rare. The merger of neutron stars with black holes is even rarer because level 5 civilizations can control, harvest energy, and even shrink neutron stars. Therefore, merging neutron stars with black holes is something that a level 5 civilization can do. The release of energy from a neutron star near a black hole is considered an extreme event in the universe. The energy released in this event is equivalent to hundreds of millions of stars. This level of energy will meet many developmental needs of a level 5 civilization. In addition, level 5 citizens also attempt to harness energy from the most terrifying objects in the universe, quasars, also known as cosmic standards. Quasars are the most terrifying things in the universe, the most powerful celestial bodies. They absorb anything in their path, including civilizations from levels 0 to 4, and even black holes are not exempt. Quasars are actually the active cores of galaxies. They are the brightest stars in the galaxy. The center of a quasar is a supermassive black hole. The energy released is equivalent to the energy output of all the stars in the galaxy combined 1,000 times. Comparing the energy of a supernova explosion to that of a quasar is like comparing lighting a firecracker to detonating a nuclear bomb. Therefore, level 5 civilizations continue to maintain their development. They develop antimatter propulsion, explore space, and approach the speed of light even more closely. In civilizations from levels 0 to 4, it is believed that nothing can surpass the speed of light. The closer to the speed of light, the closer to infinite mass. But in a level 5 civilization, it is realized that the time around a spacecraft can be accelerated beyond the speed of light. In this way, when the spacecraft is not moving, the space around it moves faster than the speed of light, allowing them to travel back to the past. Through this method, those on the spacecraft can travel back to the past, but they can only observe and not interact with the flow of time and enter that period. This means that even when reaching a level 5 civilization, you still cannot change the past because it is a natural law. However, there are many benefits to understanding history. Then, you can learn about a past civilization, knowing what happened to them. For a level 5 civilization, historical dramas will directly use materials from real events. If given the opportunity to experience this service, what would you want to verify most about the past? Leave your answer in the comments for everyone to know. Returning to the time travel of a level 5 civilization, following the same principle, you can also travel to the future. However, you can only observe without being able to change anything. A level 5 civilization can transform the Earth from 3-dimensional space into 4-dimensional space. They can go back to the past of Earth or even go to the future of Earth. This is the most notable aspect of a level 5 civilization, creating life, as life is nearly infinite and energy is unlimited. They have begun in some galaxies, creating life on a certain planet, allowing a planet to orbit a star similar to the Sun. They create an atmosphere and oceans, then another comet carrying the seeds of life plunges into the ocean. And in the process of the planet's development, there will be protection as well as appropriate intervention. So, it can be imagined that a level 5 civilization is like the gods of level 0 and 1 civilizations. They have created life, guided the spirit and spirituality of human beings. This really resembles our folklore stories today, doesn't it? But the gods from this level 5 civilization must also be very unsure whether they are the highest level or not. Their answer is no, because there is still a much superior civilization. They call it a level 6 civilization, the parallel universe. Building upon the foundation of the level 5 civilization, the level 6 civilization adds another ability, which is multi-universe travel. It's also part of the super-god level civilization. A very small number of level 5 civilizations have returned to the past. They have seen fantastic thoughts about a higher-level civilization of humans, drawing inspiration from the thoughts of the level 0 civilization. That is, if you want to develop to a higher level of civilization, the body must disappear in the form of electronic waves. To do this, a form of energy large and pure enough is needed. It is called dark energy, starting from the level 0 civilization. We have been aware of the existence of this form of energy but cannot see it, cannot touch it. Its existence can be known through gravitational fields. This is really too vague. Through billions of years of research, we still cannot find out what dark matter and dark energy really are. So, in a level 5 civilization, although all theoretical physics research has ended, they still cannot find dark energy. Finding dark energy is beyond their capabilities. In fact, dark energy exists at a high level. Only higher-level civilizations can truly see the existence of dark energy. At that level, gravity can overcome multidimensional space. Therefore, civilizations at a lower level can perceive the existence of dark matter but cannot do anything else. In the current universe, everything we can know and observe are stars and galaxies. Many studies indicate that about 5% of the universe is ordinary matter that we know of, 25% is dark matter, and up to 70% is dark energy. Evolution to level 6 civilization, at the final level, they have found it. They realize that the true force driving the universe is dark energy. This is the largest source of energy in the cosmos. With the help of this high dark energy, level 6 civilization has opened the way to the parallel universe. Dark energy is also the cause of the universe's expansion. When two universes are close to each other, expansion to the point of collision will create supermassive black holes. In this way, black holes act as attractors, attracting more and more parallel universes. Therefore, in this way, a level 6 civilization can finally prove the existence of parallel worlds, explore the hyperspace beyond the universe, and freely move between parallel universes. A world that once existed only in imagination. In these worlds, they can see countless identical selves in other universes. You can also see yourself in your past. It's crazy, isn't it? In a level 6 civilization, energy and matter can be transformed back and forth, creating independent universes. When traveling to another parallel world, they can adapt to the physical rules of any dimension in that world. Level 6 civilization will convert consciousness into life experiences for lower-level civilizations. They see the future of life in a lower civilization, whether it's good or evil, poor or rich, all will be exposed before them. They can also experience their own dreams, joys, and sorrows. In lower-level civilizations, they seem omnipotent. All civilizations are like ants in front of them. They control as they please, they can create a level 5 civilization. That is the civilization that could create life before. So, they are even above the godly level. But they have understood one thing, even if they can travel to all parallel universes, the number of parallel universes is finite. The only thing they don't understand is why there is such a limit. When all parallel universes perish, when the entire universe dies, the law of everything still revolves around the ultimate destruction. Nothing can surpass this supreme law. Even though a level 6 civilization is based on the existence of an almost eternal energy body, once all universes are destroyed, death still awaits them. So, is there any more advanced civilization? Is there immortality there? We have the highest level civilization, that is, level 7 civilization. It's the creative civilization. All consciousness of this civilization becomes a unified entity. There is only one thing, consciousness. No civilization can reach the level of creation. Because the creative civilization is a unique existence. It can no longer be described as a civilization, it can only be imagined abstractly as a creator. The level of creation is an eternal existence. It created all nature, the author of all natural laws. It establishes all the laws of physics, the laws of the supernatural, the quantum world, and the macro world. It is truly eternal. It creates life, creates the universe, energy, and dark energy. It creates everything. All matter and energy in the universe are created by it. It creates a universe in this hyperspace. Right now, you are thinking about it, just like I am. Don't stop your thoughts. Keep thinking, what do you see? Your brain seems to be a level 7 civilization, a civilization of creativity.